voice of the Shawnee State Bears, Shawnee Sportsnet. Shawnee Sportsnet is a production of the Sport Management Program at Shawnee State University in Portsmouth, Ohio.
With Shawnee State head coach Dwayne Burrows, Bears lift the lid on the River State's conference season, hosting West Virginia Tech. And Coach, for a minute, let me rip the scab off, and we'll go back to what you don't want to think about, and that was last week's game against Cumberland's. And you had some time to marinate on that. Any further thoughts on that?
We talked about it after the game. Talked about it, gave them a couple of days off, and got back at it on Sunday. And we just understand that we didn't do what we were supposed to do. Didn't lock in on a scout, didn't box out. A lot of things that we talked about, we just didn't do. And they knew that we know our mistakes, and the only thing you do is learn from it, you know. Like I said, Cummins is a very good team, and Rick does a very good job with that group down there. And you see the progression in his team, some of his players from year to year. And we're the same way. I still don't think that they're 18 to 20 points better than we are on a good day when we're playing basketball the way Shawnee State plays basketball.
Yeah, to that point, Coach, knowing the way you coach and the way you preach, when you look at those numbers, you preach defense and rebounding, and you obviously got drilled on the boards. You know, you have 53-29. They got 18 second chance points. There's your game right there, right?
No, 100%. And you know, like I said, we talked about it, and they knew that, you know, they didn't box out. They didn't didn't pay attention to the scout. You know, we knew with the big kid that they were going to rebound, and you know, they had a grad student as number 20. She's a big rebounder for them, and they're two components to their program. If you stop them, you stop those two, you stop that team. But you know, they don't have the shoes that they used to have. But when you leave people wide open, they're going to make shots.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Waller Gymnasium. Pardon that little technical difficulty. The recorded interview froze on us, but we'll just go. Welcome to Waller Gymnasium on the campus of Shawnee State University, Portsmouth, Ohio, for this evening's River State's conference doubleheader between Shawnee State and West Virginia Tech. Anna Brown with me. OJ will be with me eventually. We are about ready to do the national anthem, so we will pause for that and then give you the starting lineups of tonight's game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waller Gymnasium on the campus of Shawnee State University for tonight's River State's conference matchup between the Golden Bears and West Virginia Tech and your Shawnee State Bears. For the start of the first game of tonight's doubleheader, we ask that you please rise and remove all caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And let's go with the starting lineups for tonight's first game. Women, West Virginia Tech comes in with a record of 7-1. They've had a string of 8 straight games on the road. We're the 5th of their 8th straight games on the road. They don't play home until January.
Wow.
Yeah, ouch. Anyway, they will start number 3, Caden Stewart. She's a 5'8" junior from Ronceverte, West Virginia, averaging 19 points a game, 5 rebounds. Number 11, Avery Lucas. 5'9" senior out of Hamlin, West Virginia, averaging 2 points a game. Number 13, Alexis Sexton, 5'9" senior out of Lexington, South Carolina. She averages 15 points and 7 boards a game. Number 21, Manny Amefala. She's a 5'6" senior out of Memphis, Tennessee, averaging 6 points and 2.5 rebounds a game. And rounding out the starting five for the Golden Bears, number 52, Alara Evans. She's a 5'9" freshman from Chapmanville, West Virginia, averaging 5.6 points a game. Golden Bears coached by my friend Kenny Osborne. He's been my friend, known him for a long time. Kenny's a great guy. West Virginia Tech fans, welcome aboard if you're listening in. Knowing Kenny's a great guy. Anyway, let's go with the starting lineups for Shawnee State. Bears come in with a record of 7-3, hoping to put that bad taste out of the mouth from Cumberland's last week. We'll talk about that a little bit more, but not a lot more. Starting off number 1, Lakin Williams. She's a 5'4" sophomore guard from Williamson, West Virginia, and she averages 6 points a game. Number 3, Miyoshi Ellis, 5'5" senior guard from Harlem, New York. She averages 16 points and just under 4 rebounds a game. Number 5, Janila Chambers, 5'8" sophomore guard from Huber Heights, Ohio, averages 11 points a game. Number 15, Lauren Hawthorne, a 6-foot senior forward from Hebron, Kentucky. She averages 10 points and 6 rebounds a game. And rounding out the starting five, getting her first start of the year, a freshman, number 35, Savannah Cantrell, the 6'3" freshman out of Wheelersburg, averaging 3 points a game. But she showed us something last week, Anna. And OJ has joined us. Hi, OJ. Can you hear us? No.
I can hear y'all.
Can you hear us?
Can't hear me.
Got it? Can you hear us? Oh, you got it. Okay. We got it. All right. So OJ and Anna.
I'm off the clock.
The West Virginia Tech was supposed to play Monday night at Bluefield State, but they got snow in West Virginia. So the travel made that impossible, so they have been idle since last Saturday. Ready to get this one underway. Savannah Cantrell jumping it up, and she wins the tap, but it's controlled by West Virginia Tech. We're underway.
Might have tapped it the wrong way, though.
Yeah, she tapped it forward. There were no Bears there. They should have tapped it back. Exactly.
There were Bears, but
We
the
don't
Bears
pick
were
up.
just Golden Bears.
Mayfella looking for somewhere to go. Off to Stewart.
With the jokes early.
Sexton. On the wing, this is Evans. Back to Mayfella. On the drive, and a
Good
blocked
block.
shot. Taken away. Miyoshi Ellis comes out with it. Bears with a 3-on-2. Miyoshi Ellis stops in the lane and up and can't get it to fall. Rebound by Alexis Sexton.
That goes in more than not.
Stewart. Over to Mayfella. Mayfella in the corner. On the drive. Kicks it out to Lucas. The wing. This is Stewart
wow.
from the wing. Yes. Flashes a three.
I ain't gonna lie, that came off her hand.
That
Well
looked
done.
nice.
Miyoshi Ellis. Bounce to Hawthorne. Almost lost it. Gathers herself back to Lakin Williams. 10 on the shot clock. We are back on live, everyone. We have our stream back, we hope. Hope we do. Okay, now we're back with our stream. Thanks to Seth Fluta bailing us out. It is 6-5 Shawnee State. We're sorry we lost our stream. We had to get our tech guru, get it back online. This is Jaden Tucker. Over Rakea Prince, Emily Maynard, Kyla Torok. Torok up, can't get it to fall. Rebounding Peck. And I think she's going to pick up the foul on the rebound. Kenya Peck. Ratchford in the game.
Oh, you can't let her
This
get
is
to
Kyra
that.
Brown. Kicking off to Borowski. Rebound, Torek.
Let's go.
Emily Maynard down the right side for Shawnee. Off to Prince.
Set something up.
Torek down at Kenya Peck in the lane. Kicks
Good
it out to
pass
Maynard
out.
for three from the wing. Yes, splash. Bears up 8-6.
We got our sniper out.
And a foul on the other side.
You gotta move your feet.
In the game, Michaela Stacy for West Virginia Tech. She replaces Jaslyn Nixon.
I would also like to see them use the baseline as another defender. Like they don't have a stance out wide enough to where they are letting them get past.
Ratchford. Into Borowski. Out to Sexton.
Oh,
Sexton pass out to Brown. Kept it from the beginning,
Yeah,
intercepted
that would've
Brown.
been a- that would've been a
Stolen away,
steal
Rakea
early.
Prince, and there's going to be a foul on the play. Will it be? It's going to be on
Number 2.
number 2, Kyra Brown for West Virginia Tech. And Caden Stewart checks back in for Tech, replacing Alexa Sexton. Rakea Prince. Sorry, Rakea. This is Jaden Tucker. This is Torek. Torek on the drive, goes up off
Okay.
glass. No, can't get it to fall. Tech fights for it, but Brown comes down with it
I like
for
that
Tech.
effort, though.
I loved her shot fake there.
Down low, off glass, yes. Borowski.
There's a lot of miscommunication on defense, so. Oh, my.
Tucker chases it down, and she's trapped.
You got to throw it
Maynard,
down
they
there.
got to get it.
They
They're going
need
to get
to
across
get
the.
across
They're going to get
half
10. They did not get it across the line. It is a 10-second violation,
Prince needed to have thrown that instead of trying to dribble that across the court there, but
and we're going to get 5 in and 5 out again. The starters back in. As Bears had problems with the press and lost it on the 10-second violation. Ratchford. Stacy. Off to Brown. Brown for three, long way, comes up short, chased down. There's going to be a collision in the corner and probably a foul on Shawnee, I believe. Chambers going to pick up the foul.
But I will say, I think them having to sit the bench early woke them up a little bit because
Well,
coming out there, that defensive set was very
that's
nice.
usually an attention getter.
that was a lot more intensity than we've seen earlier.
For sure.
Well, to be honest, they didn't have that intensity last week against Cumberland.
Oh, no.
No.
Stewart for three, rattles in and drops through. 11-8, West Virginia Tech. Lakin Williams. Across the Chambers. Chambers
Yep.
try to look for Hawthorne. There's Cantrell fighting.
Take it up.
Gives up to Chambers off glass. She's going to get the and one. It's going to be on Caden Stewart. .11-10, and Nyla Chambers will have a chance to even it up. And she can't do it. Rebound by Borowski. Under 2 to play first quarter.
Good hands.
That was
Tipped away by Chambers. Down to Hawthorne off glass. Yes. Actually didn't need the glass. Bears back up by 1, 12-11. Ellis. Guarding Stewart. This is off to Brown.
Help out, help out, help her out.
Ratchford on the wing. Off glass. No. Well, and there's Lakin Williams.
Go ahead, take it.
She's got Chambers. Lakin the stop and pop. No. Rebound by Caden Stewart.
I don't mind that shot, though.
I was going to say, I really liked that decision, actually.
It was a good shot. It was a good decision. I agree with you. Ratchford up off glass. No, can't get it to fall. taken away. It's off of Hawthorne. And we'll stay with West Virginia Tech. And here comes Saratina Jackson for her first action. She's going to take Hawthorne to the bench. And down, this is Brown. To Stewart. Up to Borowski. From the wing, a three-pointer, no good. Rebound, taken away. Saratina Jackson comes up with it eventually. Miyoshi Ellis. Chambers off glass, yes.
I love the duo of Yoshi Ellis and Chambers. I think they're so fun to watch together.
I like the animation
Stacy
after a point, too.
for three from the wing, no. It's going to let it go out of bounds. That will belong to Shawnee State. There's the inbound. 37 seconds. I have 35 on my clock. Official clock 37. Ooh. Chambers broke free, get the lay in. 16-11, Bears by 5, under 30 seconds to play. Shot clock off.
And Chambers, I think, got half the point for us.
Brown on the wing. Stacy in the lane. Offense went up. There's Brown on the wing. She will put up and gets partially blocked. Taken by Lakin Williams off to Saratina Jackson. 6 seconds. Will they get a shot off Saratina? Off to Lakin Williams. 3 seconds. Chambers needs, and they won't. She didn't get it off. She did not get it. I don't believe. They didn't wave the shot off, but I don't believe she got it.
I don't think she got it off. I didn't see a foul called. Didn't see contact.
That's the end of the first period. Bears up 16-11. We'll give us some stats there, Anna.
Absolutely, I can give some stats. Shawnee State is shooting 53.8% from the floor, 7 of 13, 100% from 3, 1 of 1, and 33% from the free throw line, 1 of 3. Tech is shooting 23.5% from the floor, 4 of 17, from 3, 37.5%, 3 of 8, and has yet to attempt a free throw. Shawnee State with 2 turnovers, West Virginia Tech with 3. Shawnee State has 4 points off of Tech's 3 turnovers. Shawnee State is out-rebounding West Virginia Tech 9-8. Shawnee State with 5 assists. West Virginia Tech with 4. Shawnee State with 2 blocks. Tech with none. Shawnee State with 3 steals. WVU Tech with 0. Some leading scores. First for the Golden Bears. Stewart, 9 points, 4 rebounds. Borowski, 2 points. And that is it for the Golden Bears. For Shawnee State's Bears, Chambers, she's got 8 points. Yoshi Ellis with 3 points and an assist. Lakin Williams, 2 points, a rebound and an assist. Lauren Hawthorne, 2 points. And Prince has got a point.
That's the first quarter wrap. We go quarter number 2, 16-11 Shawnee State. And the Bears will inbound to start period number 2. Miyoshi Ellis. Saratina Jackson looking for Kessler. Skylar Kessler in off glass. Cannot get it to fall. Rebound by Evans. Almost stolen away on the double team. No, gathered up by Sexton. This is Caden Stewart. Off to Evans. Evans spinning off glass. Wow.
That was a nice move.
Yes, it was. High off glass. Lakin Williams. Cross to Nyla Chambers. Nyla Chambers down low. Kessler. She's going to take a double dribble. Yep. We saw that one coming, didn't we?
She took her power dribble and then realized she had a wide open lane after picking up that power dribble.
Yep. And Mackenzie Daubenmeyer checking in for Skylar Kessler, as the Bears have played everybody in uniform. Not surprisingly, he's happy with his depth and talent. Amefala kicks it out to Caden Stewart for 3. In and out, no. Rebound by Yoshi Ellis. Saratina Jackson thought about the 3 for a second. Ellis sets up the half. There's Nyla Chambers on the left wing. Chambers, Ellis. Stop, pop, Ellis splash. 18-13 Bears. Knocked away from Sexton. Yoshi Ellis comes up with it. Ellis on the wing, Lakin Williams. There's Saratina Jackson from the corner. Oh, wow. I thought that was long.
She said,
to me, it didn't look pretty to me when it left her hands. I'm just saying that. It went down. That's all that matters.
Hey, points are points.
Bears by 8. Absolutely. Absolutely. The Mayfla. Out of bounds. That's going to be out of bounds. They didn't call the foul.
Now, that's a good start.
Just out of bounds, right? They're letting them play a little bit, aren't they?
There were only 6 fouls called in the first period. First quarter, 3 for each team.
Telegraph pass. Lakin Williams is going to cruise in for a lay-in. Bears by 10, 23-13. Bears making things happen with the press, and there's another deflection and a foul on the deflection. And Bears, the defense, I tell you, the press, they're causing. This is the Bears we're used to seeing.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is. Coach Burrows was very emphatic about Bears did not play their game last week.
Yeah, and he said, by all means, he said up and down, we're a better team than Cumberland. But when we don't play our style of basketball.
That's right. This is the style. Indeed, this is the style Shawnee's used to playing. This is what makes things happen. Nyla Chambers kicked it out. Daubenmeyer. Miyoshi Ellis. Wild shot, but she's going to get fouled on the way up. Alara Evans picks up the foul. And that was a bailout because that shot by Miyoshi was kind of wild, wouldn't you say? She bailed out.
She did a good job of leaning into the contact. I will say that.
She did.
She got to keep her average up.
First shot is good by Miyoshi. Bears by 11, 24-13. Second shot also splashed. Bears by 12, 25-13. And they're letting the contact go.
I heard that contact. I'm not even going to lie. She stuck out her arm, got her in the chest.
They are letting a lot of contact go.
As long
as it's both sides.
I didn't see it, I heard it.
As long as they call it consistent.
Yeah, as long as it's consistent, I'm okay
and
with
both
it.
teams can adjust to it, that's fine. Miyoshi with the tap.
See this.
Off to Nyla Chambers, yes.
This is what I was talking about. I love this duo so much. They're phenomenal.
And we're going to get a timeout on the floor by West Virginia Tech. Bears with the quick hands defense are making some things happen. 14-point lead. 7:19 to play here in the second quarter. And the way that's being called is actually benefiting Shawnee because on the aggressive defense, they're not getting called for the fouls. They're picking up the steals. So
playing with the intensity that we need.
They are, and they're being allowed to play. They're being allowed to play.
And that's one of the things. If you dictate the way the game is played, the refs have to blow the whistle in a different way.
Yep.
So if you start from the beginning of this is how we're going to set the tone, then the refs are like, okay, let me see how I'm going to readjust, how I'm going to ref this game.
I will say, I have seen games where in the first half they kind of let everything go, and then you get to the second half.
And they switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, it gets switched up, and then both teams are kind of adjusting to that style. I just prefer, if you want to call everything, call everything. If you don't want to call much, don't call much. But don't switch it up mid-game. That's weird.
I think let the players adjust to how you're calling it, and once they adjust, don't switch it up.
But I think what's helping us is all 5 players are playing that with that same intensity.
Well, I think he's shown you tails on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Stewart. Up to Evans for 3. Splash. 27-16. Bears back to 11. Miyoshi Ellis. Ellis on the drive, tripped and just throws that up, and Caden Stewart comes up with it. Not sure where that was going. She got in the lane and had nowhere to go.
There
And
we
that's
go.
tipped away, and that's going to go back, I say, off of West Virginia Tech, and it'll go back to Shawnee State. Ellis. To Saratina Jackson. Down low to Daubenmeyer.
Take it.
Drive up off
There we
glass.
go.
Can't get it to fall.
It was a nice move.
It was a nice
It
move.
was.
Just couldn't finish.
Just need a little bit more.
Just a little bit higher.
That was almost a telegraph pass. A little higher, a little lower. And
Stop reaching now.
off glass. And yes. Wow. Lucas. Chambers. Lakin Williams. Bears by 9. 5 straight points from West Virginia Tech. Saratina Jackson.
Get out the paint. There we go.
Chambers. 10 on the shot clock.
ISO.
Chambers.
Hey.
All the way up drive, and yes, lays it in.
She did such a great job splitting those defenders.
Hey. It's a miserable day when you on that island with her.
This is Krause. Allie Krause. Hounded by Miyoshi Ellis. Caden Stewart against Saratina Jackson, sticking with her. There's the wing. There's Ratchford for 3. Or no, it's a 2. They call it a 2.
It was.
29-20. Bears by 9. Ellis. Lakin Williams. Daubenmeyer. Back to Miyoshi Ellis. Chambers. Lakin Williams in the wing. On the drive, she goes all the way off, and off glass, cannot get it to fall, but she will pick up the foul. Foul is on 11, Avery Lucas. 3 subs in for Tech. We've got Borowski and Stacy in the game. Lakin Williams. First shot up and bounces in. Bears by 10. Second shot. No, this one's off.
Stay back some. There we go.
And they're stolen away, and that's going to be a foul. It's stolen away by Emily Maynard. It's going to be the foul on West Virginia Tech on Michaela Stacy.
And shout out to Lauren right there, staying
Kaya
level
Prince.
on that defensive end.
Kaya Prince in for Lakin Williams. This is Prince. Off to Chambers. Lauren Hawthorne for 3. No. But down there's Kyla Torek and what the putback.
Get you some action there, Tori.
There's going to be a foul. That's Shawnee State foul, I think, on Lauren. Actually, Chambers picks this one up.
Yeah. It was a small foul, but
Chambers out, Miyoshi Ellis in.
I would have probably let that go the way the game going.
I agree.
But you got to get to the spot.
Borowski puts it out off glass, and that's going to be fouled on the shot.
She got bailed out.
Prince with the foul. And that's going to send Emily Ratchford to the line.
She was definitely living on a prayer right there.
These will be Tech's first free throw attempts of the game.
Ratchford's shot is no good. Off the front of the rim, bounces off. One more coming. Makes the second. Cadence Stewart checking in for Hallie Krause. Hawthorne down in the backcourt, off to Miyoshi Ellis. To Hawthorne. Hawthorne on the wing to Emily Maynard. Wide open for three for Emily. Yes.
That is her shot. She loves that wing.
You leave her that open,
Get her
it's
out
automatic.
get her out from the baseline, and she's deadly. You're absolutely right.
Doc always got that baseline. But yeah, you leave her that open for that long. It's automatic.
Off her knee. Nowhere to go. Up front to Caden Stewart. Stewart. 8 on the shot clock. Stewart. This is tough defense by Prince. Stewart up off glass. Gets it to fall. That was just a nice move by Caden Stewart.
That was great D.
It was tough D. Caden Stewart just made a great shot.
Good D, better O. Or lucky O.
Prince. Torek off glass. Yes. Just like that. They get the two back on the other side.
You know her mid-range automatic too.
Bears by 14. Under 3 to play. Borowski in the corner. Off to Ratchford. Stewart.
I love the
off
defense.
To Stacy.
I love the defense.
Borowski up with it. No, and go out of bounds. And they get a shot clock violation. Ball will go back to Shawnee State.
Shoot. That's teachable tape right there.
Under 2.5 to play. Bears by 14. This is Miyoshi Ellis.
Uh-oh.
Maynard for 3. Splash.
You leave her that open. It's automatic.
Oh, her shot is so stunning.
Shawnee by 17.
And I've noticed usually when she's like rushing to shoot it, she leans backwards with it.
She just needs a second to set up, and it's
knocked
money.
out of bounds. I know Coach Osborne over there, I can guarantee you Emily Maynard was on his scouting report, is don't leave her alone out there. I can guarantee.
I mean, I would hope.
I promise. Stewart.
I'll say this year
Stacey.
probably a little different than last year. But
Stacy
she
working
still
it down,
shoot.
and she gets tied up. That will stay with West Virginia Tech.
That's the thing about Emily, too, is she does. I was just about to bring up how not only can she shoot, but she does the little things. Also known as she just ran in there and tied up that ball.
Yep. Stewart from the wing. No good. Box out. Good by Lauren Hawthorne. Hawthorne gives it up to Prince on the left wing. Back to Torek.
Emily's
Whoa,
open.
they had it. Wow.
She was jumping up and down.
Yeah, they just a flash for a second. They just couldn't see her, but she had.
Once she yelled, it was over.
Yeah. Hawthorne.
Uh-oh. Big
Now
body.
Miyoshi Ellis. Prince for 3 from the wing. Yes.
Everybody hot today.
Bears by 20. This is Ratchford. That's a Sexton. Sexton from the elbow. Yes. Coming up on 1 minute to play in the period. Shawnee by 18. Ellis. Ellis all the way in off glass. Yes. She will get the and one.
Now you see me, now you don't.
Yeah, she's got that quick first step. Bears back up by 20, 52 seconds to play. And Miyoshi going for the and one.
And what's so impressive about her is not only is she as quick as she is, but she also has an incredible court awareness. And she's so good at anticipating where her teammates are going to be.
Amen. Preach to him, man.
Yeah,
Miyoshi
listen,
knocks it
she's
down.
got 2 assists already. Like, she does it all.
Jaden Tucker in for Miyoshi Ellis for the final 52 seconds. Ratchford hassled by Prince in the backcourt. They get it off to Caden Stewart.
Oh, no.
On the drive, all the way in. Stewart, yes, gets the lay in. Bears by 19, 36 to go. About a 6 seconds difference between game and shot. Jaden Tucker. Tucker on the drive. She goes up and gets it swatted.
That was a nice swat. I'm not even going to lie.
That's swat by Sexton,
I
yep.
didn't want to say nothing. That's why I just said,
It was nice. I'm sorry, I had to call it out.
You know, we give credit where credit is due, and it's a good swat. Right underneath the Torek for the lay-in. Bears by 21. Shot clock off. 18 seconds to go. Ratchford, Nebraski. Caden Stewart for three from the wing. No. Chased down by Skylar Kessler. 6 seconds to go. Jaden Tucker on the wing to Prince for three. No. Torek. And can't get a shot off as the clock goes, and Bears will take a 21-point edge into the locker room at halftime. Stats from Anna.
That's Bears basketball right there.
Yeah, it is.
So I think the live stats might be missing a few points, but I'll read what we have. So the score is 48-27, Shawnee State. Shawnee State Bears are shooting 60% from the floor, 17 of 28. From three, 71.4%, 5 of 7. And from the free throw line, 50%, 3 of 6. WVU Tech Golden Bears are shooting 40.7% from the floor, 11 of 27. 36.4% from three, 4 of 11. And 50%, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Tech's got 7 turnovers, and Shawnee State with 12 points off of those 7 turnovers. Shawnee State's turned the ball over 4 times. The Golden Bears have not scored any points off of those 4 turnovers. Shawnee State is out-rebounding Tech 14-10. Shawnee State with 12 assists, Tech with 7. The Bears with 2 blocks, the Golden Bears with 1. The Bears with 5 steals, the Golden Bears with 1. Leading scorers for the day. First for WVU Tech Golden Bears, Stewart, 13 points, 5 rebounds. Evans with 5 points and 2 assists. Kraus has got 3 points. Borowski with 2 points. Sexton with 2 points. And Rochford with 2 points. For Shawnee State, Chambers with 12 points and an assist. Yoshi Ellis, she's got 10 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Emily Maynard with 6 points. Torek with 8 points and 3 rebounds. Prince has got 4 points, a rebound, and an assist. Lakin Williams has 3 points, 1 rebound, and 2 assists. Jackson, she's got 3 points, a rebound, and an assist. Lauren Hawthorne, she has 2 points, 1 rebound, and 2 assists.
That will do it for half number 1 on my watch. Half number 2 is going to get done around 6:18 or so. So we'll be back around 6:15 or 6:16 or so with second half action. Bears lead it at the break, 48-27.
You're listening to the internet voice of the Shawnee State Bears, Shawnee Sportsnet. Shawnee Sportsnet is a production of the Sport Management Program at Shawnee State University in Portsmouth, Ohio.
We are back at Waller Gymnasium, Shawnee State University, Portsmouth, Ohio, getting ready for second half action between Shawnee State and West Virginia Tech. That's the Shawnee State in the first half we're used to seeing, right?
Specifically
Indeed.
in that second quarter, yeah.
I chided Coach Burrows before he went down to the locker room. I said, well, where was this team last week? He said, we made a few changes. I said, you think so? I said, you better. I said, when you don't make those changes, you hit the bricks real quick. But he said, they made some changes. Obviously, they got it, but he lit the fire because that was the intensity was like we hadn't seen it.
That's the sign of a dynamic team. They came off of a hard loss, a game that they didn't play that they were supposed to play, and you know what? They made the changes.
It felt like, I looked at the stats, only 7 turnovers for West Virginia Tech, but that's 16 points off those 7 turnovers, so they cashed in.
It did.
That's Bears basketball right there. That's the way Coach Burrows coaches. It will be Shawnee State's ball to start second half. We have listeners on Waterwick tonight, do we?
I think we got at least one. We got one who might be driving home from work. But yeah, hey, if you are on Waterwick, hey, hello.
Greetings to the Waterwick Trail, folks.
Time to run up the score some more.
Well, I will say, Shawnee State with 32 points in that second quarter was huge.
Yeah. They had it up to 14, then it got down to, I think, 9. They got 5 straight, got down to 9, but then Bears shifted back into gear. And we are hopefully, we are still having some issues, looks like, with the stream. Here we go. Looks like the picture is frozen. Hopefully you can hear us. There we go. Yoshi Ellis stops at the elbow and pops. That's short. Rebound, Caden Stewart.
Way to stop it right there.
Evans on the wing for 3. We are back, and again, Seth Fluted to the rescue again as we lost our stream. But in the meantime, 55-36, Shawnee back up by 19. Excuse me, 19. Lakin Williams on the edge. Thrown away, picked up by Nixon. Ratchford on the drive, off glass. Yes, off glass, yes.
That was tough bucket.
Lakin Williams on the drive, off glass. Yes, it's a fall, and that's going to be an and one. We apologize. We've lost our stream multiple times tonight. That's not happened all year.
Happened a few times last year, but for first time this year.
First time this year, yep. At the mercy of the stream. 57-38, Bears by 19, 5:38 to go here in the third. The and one is good by Lakin Williams, and it's a 20-point lead again for Shawnee State.
And while the stream was out, WVU Tech did cut the lead to 14 points, but Shawnee State has now brought it back up to 20, like Doc said.
Sexton. And the jumper from the wing, no good. Broski cannot corral it, and Kenya Peck up with it. This is Emily Maynard bringing it across the timeline for Shawnee State. Off to Miyoshi Ellis. Kyla Torok.
Ooh, I like that.
On the wing to Prince. Emily Maynard, they pick her up this time. Oh, it gets knocked out of her hands and stolen away.
They read that.
This is Kraus on the breakaway. Miyoshi Ellis and Kraus will lay it in.
And Yoshi did a good job of just running through that. That's really all you can do in that position.
It's like, hopefully I hit the ball. If I don't.
Or maybe even
Prince.
scare him into
Ellis.
missing.
Torok from the foul line. Can't get the foul, but there's Maynard on the on the layup.
Oh, we got
Good.
it.
Rebound layup from Emily Maynard. Back up to 20-point lead,
Usually that thing
60-40.
automatic, ain't it?
Sexton off to Broski. This is Ratchford. Sexton in the wing. Yes. That's a 2.
She shot that. She knew it was going in.
Ellis. Torok. In the lane, the Maynard fights up and can't go, but there's Peck.
Okay.
Got knocked out of Emily's hand, but Kenya Peck right there to put it home.
Get yourself on the box score.
Sexton. Broski. Broski in the lane from the elbow. Yes, gets the roll.
They just left the person with the ball.
Yoshi Ellis. Ellis.
Whoa.
Ellis spots for 3. No, off the back of the rim. Not really her shot generally. Ratchford down. High arcer, no good. Rebound Torok knocks it away. It's going to stay with West Virginia Tech. Jaden Tucker in for Shawnee State. Stewart and Stacy in for West Virginia Tech. And we have a timeout on the floor with 3 minutes exactly left in quarter number 3. And Bears up 62-44. Bears back in action 1 week from today. 6 p.m. tip-off against University of Pikeville, former Mid-South Conference rival. They're not in the Mid-South anymore, nor are we.
Hey, Mid-South was a tough conference.
Yeah, it was. It was tough. So we'll be on with, barring any technical difficulty we have. We've had issues with the stream tonight. It froze up on the pregame interview, and I apologize for that. I had a nice interview with Coach Burrows that got frozen up, and we didn't get the whole thing in before we had to go live. So we'll try it again next week, just as long as those internet gremlins get in there. Not much you can do about it. Final exam week for Shawnee State.
Yeah.
2 more days of it, and graduation on Saturday, and then everybody goes home for a while.
I'm all right with not seeing y'all for another month.
Ouch.
Okay, OJ.
Wow, OJ. Feel the love.
OJ's just tired of my questions.
I will say not everyone, but a few.
After next week, both teams off until the 30th. Doubleheader here with Great Lakes Christian on the 30th, and then they get back to conference action on the 3rd.
Yeah. It's like kids during summer break. It's like, I'm ready for you to go back to school eventually.
Stewart.
Don't worry, OJ. I'll be here all winter break.
This is Stacy down into traffic. Ratchford. Stacy. Ratchford from the wing. No, air balls it, and Kenya Peck comes down with it. Jaden Tucker. She doesn't have numbers. She goes all the way and kicks it out, and I don't know where she was going with that, but she threw it right away over to Ratchford. Broski from the wing. Broski in the lane, drops up, comes up short, chased down by Emily Maynard.
Said slow it down.
Off glass, Prince, no.
Yeah, if she was able to use that left hand, it would have been cool.
Stewart. This is Stacy. Stacy scoops up and can't get it to go. Kenya Peck with the rebound. Off to Jaden Tucker.
Oh, you got her.
Torok stops, and that's almost automatic for Kyla Torok, isn't it?
Yeah.
Those mid-range jumpers is her game right there.
Mid-range merchant. She knows who she is.
From the wing, a 3 is knocked down by Hallie Krause. Be up on 1.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Bears by 17 and a timeout on the floor.
These teams have just been trading baskets practically this whole quarter, it feels like.
But that's one thing that we've been struggling with all year. Not getting back on defense or miscommunication on who's guarding who.
Well, the Bears were up at 21 at the half. So it's not exactly trading. They've cut into a little bit. It's only 17, but Coach Burrows is I think he's feeling a letdown here in the third with the intensity maybe.
It doesn't feel like
qu-
there's quite as much energy,
It
as
does
quite
not.
as much intention.
It ain't that second quarter.
That second quarter was phenomenal from Shawnee
And
State.
we draw them back to bad habits. Well, they actually winning in the scoring category this quarter.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
they say Bears were up by 21 at the half, 17. So, yeah, West Virginia Tech came in at 7-1 on the season.
Oh, I see your people in the crowd.
What? Those are my people. You're so right. I don't have my glasses on.
Minute and a half to go here in the third. Bears to inbound in front of their own bench.
Come on.
Emily Maynard into Jaden Tucker.
Let's wake up now.
Prince, Torek. Torek on the drive all the way in. Down low to Kenya Peck, yes. Good look by Torek.
Her passes are always so crisp, too.
Sexton. Off to Stacy. For three, splash. That was Ratchford. 16-point lead, under a minute to play in the quarter. Torek on the drive, cut off. Throws it up to nowhere, and it's going to be out of bounds, and it will go.
She wanted to fade away with that, but lost her footing.
Yep.
Okay.
Caden Stewart for three, no. Rebound by Emily Maynard.
Jumped twice with that.
Jaden Tucker, shot clock off, 24 seconds to play in the period. Bears by 16. Torek. From the elbow, Torek. Oh, no good, but Peck fights for it, and she's going to get fouled on the rebound, I believe. They're going to call that on Michaela Stacy. Peck to the line for a pair of free throws. First shot up, no good by Peck. One more coming. Missed both of them. To Sexton. 5 seconds left. On the drive. Stacy, no, and she's going to get fouled with
0.1 left.
0.1 left. My clock's on 0, but it's 0.1 left in their foul with 1/10 of a second technically left in the period.
And you can't do anything with 1/10 of a second.
No, just rebound it and it's over.
It's not physically possible.
Right, exactly.
I think you need
Well,
at least point.
no,
You
it can be a tap.
Yeah.
Statistically, it
You can
can be a tap. You know, you have to be able
But to get a shot off, you usually need.
It's not time for a catch and shoot.
Yeah, nope.
If you had Keontae
It
Williams
can only be a
out there,
tip, absolutely.
You know what? Sub him in. Let's see Keontae out here.
Both shots are good, and that's how the third quarter will end, 66-52. Bears by 14, and that quarter belonged to the Golden Bears.
It sure did. Let me go ahead and write that down and give you guys some stats. So Shawnee State is shooting 56.5% from the floor, 26 of 46. From 3, 60%, 6 of 10. And from the free throw line, 69.2%, 9 of 13. The Golden Bears are shooting 45.5% from the floor, 20 of 44. From 3, 44.4%, 8 of 18. And from the free throw line, 80%, 4 of 5. Shawnee State with 8 turnovers. Tech with 4 points off of those 8 turnovers. The Golden Bears have turned the ball over 10 times, with Shawnee State scoring 16 points off of those 10 turnovers. Shawnee State is out-rebounding WVU Tech 23-19. Shawnee State has 16 assists, Tech with 11. The Bears with 3 blocks, the Golden Bears with 1. The Bears with 6 steals, the Golden Bears with 4. And then some leading scorers really quick. Stewart with 13 points, Evans with 11. And then for Shawnee State, Chambers with 15, Ellis with 12, Torek with 10.
Chambers trying to get in that 20-point category. She had a lot of victims on that island today.
She sure did.
Or hostages.
Brown back in the game. This is Kraus. Good passing on the wing. This is Lucas. Back to Evans. Mayfala. This is Brown. Brown on the drive, all the way in. No, can't get the fall. Savannah Cantrell with the rebound.
I thought they were going to call once she swiped down.
Neoshi Ellis. Lakin Williams. Nyla Chambers stops and pops for 3. Can't get the roll. Cantrell taps it out, but controlled by West Virginia Tech.
Oh, they stayed there and trapped.
Amayfala. Evans. Amayfala. To Brown. This is Amayfala on the left side. Evans. Off glass, no good. Rebound by Savannah Cantrell.
Living on a prayer.
Yeah, that was a really far shot to shoot as if it was a layup.
Let's give it a good defensive stand for Shawnee on
Absolutely,
that one.
yeah.
Hey, the way the game is going, this is our good quarter.
Hawthorne into Cantrell. Down off glass, yes!
Let's go, Savannah.
Her confidence is building. You can see that. Coach Burrows believes in her. She didn't get a lot of action.
I mean, coming off
offensive.
They called an offensive foul on Amayfala.
Coming off that last game, she showed a lot of promise.
She did. Well, Lauren Hawthorne was 3 steps in bounds when she let the ball go. They just didn't even see that.
Honestly, I didn't see that. I was looking at my paper.
She was already over the baseline when she let go of the ball. And there's Hawthorne in the lane. No, can't get it to fall. Evans, and they're going to call a foul on Chambers, I believe.
Yeah. I believe that's her 4th.
It is her 4th. Good call. Mayfala off to Lucas. Back to Mayfala. Up front to Brown. Kraus. Kraus working against Hawthorne. Kraus.
Oh.
Nice spin move in the lane. Hawthorne and off glass.
No
Can't get it to fall. But Kraus with the rebound gets it and swatted by Lauren Hawthorne and taken away by Miyoshi Ellis. Lakin Williams all the way in for the lay in and can't get it to fall, but there's Chambers, and it's going to be out of bounds to West Virginia Tech.
I'm about to say where I'm from. They used to say $1 million move, 2-cent shot.
Sub in Caden Stewart in for West Virginia Tech, as is Sexton. Brown and Kraus out for the Golden Bears. Mayfala, and the ball gets away and out of bounds. The turnover, wild pass from Mayfala. Caden Stewart cannot corral it. Turnover back to Shawnee State. Miyoshi Ellis. Hawthorne. Cantrell on the drive, going against Evans. Cantrell, yes! Hello, Savannah Cantrell.
Doc, I think you got a soft spot for Savannah.
I when I saw her, last week against Cumberland, she just didn't put the points, but and Coach Burrows talking to him about it, he's very high on her.
Yeah.
That she's got the tools, she's got the size to be a force inside. There's Lakin Williams for 3, no.
I just say every time she
Chambers
gets the ball,
off glass, no. Tipped away, Chambers fighting for it. There's Cantrell again. She's going to get mugged. I just she's got the size. She's got a nice touchdown low. There's a couple times last week where she got it and dished it off.
Hey, we all got fan favorites. Mine's is Tort.
I'm just saying.
I'll admit it.
As I used to say when I coached, everybody's got a chance to be my favorite.
That's a good point.
And I just say, I said she's coming along, and that's what you like to see, progression as a true freshman coming along like this and getting the start tonight. I jinxed her. But Coach Burrows says she's in the gym before anybody else and first one to get there and last one to leave.
It's showing.
So her work ethic is
kudos to her.
So I just want to, when you get props, hey, you get props. Chambers out of bounds. They're going to say it stays with Shawnee State. Okay. Bears by 18, 6:34 to go. Chambers. Lakin Williams with the head fake. Off glass. No, can't get it go. There, Cantrell tips it out. Miyoshi in the lane. Off glass, yes. Bears back up by 20. Stolen, tipped and stolen. And there's Miyoshi. There's again. And there's a timeout by West Virginia Tech. Bears starting to get the mojo back a little bit here in the fourth.
This is the largest lead of the game so far.
I think previously it was 20. I think you're right.
I think we had 21 actually earlier.
No, I think that's right. But this is still the biggest lead.
Yeah. Regardless, 2021, it's 22 now.
When we start playing like this, I always just envision what the rest of the roster will look like once we get healthy. Yeah,
that's the thing we talked with Coach Burrows, that he's got a lot of tools, but he hasn't had access to all the tools. He hasn't had everybody healthy at the same time. He's got Jariah, who's going to be,
I'm so excited to see Jariah back on this court.
Back on the court in the spring.
She's so fun to watch.
And then we got two new players that we haven't even seen.
Yeah.
While we have a second, shout out to our cheerleaders who are here. It is finals week. Thank you so much for being here.
This is why we needed you last week. We forgot all about that.
Oh, I'm not going to forget about my cheerleaders. They work so hard.
I'm trying to think what I did with my cheerleader roster. I had it.
And Doc can read that.
I've got a cheerleader. I've got the cheer roster.
Doc knows how to pronounce
I've got the cheer roster. So let me give a shout out to Adrian Karen, Adrian Whitley, Alexis Hart, Bella Detwiller, Courtney Sheehan, Ebony Mitchell, Elena Kingsolver, Kylie McIntyre, Lauren Grooms, Megan Gothard, Reagan Helfenstein, Sam Harris, Serenity Van Fossen, Cheyenne Jackson. Doing the great job for the Bears.
With Michelle Bowman at the helm.
Yeah, absolutely. Michelle does a great job with them. Giving the cheerleaders some love as they deserve it. They work hard. It's Caden Stewart down low.
They got their work ahead of them once we get football.
Bears good on the defense. Sexton from the wing airballs it, but there's Borowski underneath, and she'll put it back in. Ellis. Off to Chambers. Playing with those 4 fouls.
Chambers Island.
Spin there. And I tell you what, Nyla.
She's so smooth.
17 points for Nyla Chambers tonight.
They better put in that SOS.
Sexton double teamed in the corner. Looking for somewhere to go. Dribbles out of it. Caden Stewart. And they block, and they're not calling anything. They didn't call an offensive foul. They didn't call a block.
Well,
clear contact down there.
It was a block.
There was clear contact down there.
Someone hit someone.
Yeah, they just call it out of bounds. Bears by 22, 5:24 to play.
There's only been 19 fouls called total in this entire game.
Sexton for 3, no. Chased down by Lauren Hawthorne. Chambers.
No.
Going to go all the way in with it. Off glass, yes, Nyla Chambers. Bears by 24. Coach Burrows looking for a call he didn't get, but and that's going to be Borowski saves it in bounds, but to Lakin Williams. There's Miyoshi catching up with it, and she's going to get the lay-in on the other end. Bears by 26. That's the biggest lead. The Bears have regained control. Not they lost control, but they had that let up in the third quarter.
Tell it 4 quarters. Good and bad, good and bad. Or reverse that, bad and good.
And a block by Hawthorne. Taken away by Lakin Williams. Caden Stewart off to Borowski, and she's not going to be able to save it as it goes out of bounds.
Hey, that's some good IQ right there from
And
Laura.
there's 5 in and 5 out.
She knew she had a player right there she was trying to give it to.
I think this might be the white flag from Coach Osborne. As I look at they got 5 in, 5 out. We'll try to get all the numbers. But Olivia Monroe is in there.
Well,
Hallie Krause. Look at 14, Addison Amick.
So something I did not realize. WVU Tech only has 2 points this quarter.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think that's clearly the white flag from Coach Osborne. Kyla Torek. And there's going to be a foul there against West Virginia Tech. Number 1, Mary Beth Meadows, also one of those new ones in the game. And Addison Smith, who was just a right into the roster when I got here. She wasn't on the website yesterday, I'll tell you that. But into Peck. Peck gets blocked. Taken away by Krause. From the corner, no. Rebound, Jaden Tucker. Torek. No, Maynard underneath, can't corral it. Jaden Tucker comes out with it. 3.5 to play. Tucker. Through the traffic off glass. Yes! Jaden Tucker. Bears by 28.
You said Chambers ain't the only one who put somebody on the island.
This is Smith. On the wing, this is Meadows. Meadows on the drive, partially blocked. And they're going to call a foul on Shawnee State. On Kenya Peck. This is Krause. Back to Krause.
Oh, number 1.
Skip pass across to Addison Smith. No, comes up short.
Let it go.
Out of bounds. That will go back to Shawnee State. Bears by 28, well in hand. Dobbenmeyer going to check back in for Shawnee State. Under 3 to play.
There we go.
Torek, yes.
There go my fan favorite.
Out of bounds and back to Shawnee State. This is the case, guys, where you can't say Coach Burrows didn't clear the bench. He's played everybody tonight. You can't, he doesn't have his depth is just that good. It's just better.
Speaking of depth, only 2 Shawnee State Bears have yet to score. So
Who was that?
we got Mackenzie and Skylar.
Tucker.
Hey, we got Mackenzie
Kenya
in.
Peck.
Go get you a bunch,
Kyla
girl.
Torek. Jaden Tucker. Tucker to Saratina Jackson. Looking for somewhere to go. Out to Peck.
We know
There's
that's
Torek.
a budget.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's
so
just tough.
automatic.
She's tough, those mid-ranges.
You can't stop her mid-range.
Coming up on 2 to play. Smith.
And especially with the
Off
mid-range
to
being a
Amick.
lost art in the game now, I respect it.
Back to Amick. Wheeling, dealing, no. Off to Meadows. Off glass, no. Off glass, yes. From Olivia Monroe. Bears still by 30. 1:38 to go. Kessler going to check back with Shawnee State. There's Jaden Tucker. Down to Saratina Jackson. Look for somewhere to go. Tried to get Dobbenmeyer.
Shoot it. We need that.
Well, maybe not with her back to basket.
Maybe.
We got
okay?
a 30-second timeout. Coach
No, I want her to
I
score
want her
too.
to box.
Coach Burrow's not happy with what's going on the court. And you coach him up. He expects the same out of every player on the roster, whether you're a senior or a freshman coming in. He has the same expectations as everybody.
Oh, for sure.
And those are, well, that's a lot of pressure to put on freshmen in their first season to have that kind of. But he said that's how he recruited them. He said this is what the expectations are if you want to come in and get.
Makes them better.
It does. It does.
Hey, I know if anything, if you play defense, Burrow's gonna find you on that. He gonna put you on that court.
Absolutely. Coach Burrows loves his defenders. And you know what? Shawnee State has forced 17 turnovers tonight.
Jackson inbound to Tucker. 1:20 to play. Torek. Dobbenmeyer.
There we go.
Come on,
Off
McKenzie.
glass. Dobbenmeyer. No, but there's
There we go.
Kessler. No, Kessler with the rebound up and
There we go.
There we go. There we go.
there's Kessler. Bears by 32 again, coming up on 1 minute to play in the game.
There we go. Feed McKenzie.
Smith from the long distance. Yes! Addison Smith. Bears by 29, 88-59. Tucker, Saratina Jackson into Kessler. Spinning in the lane. Cannot get it to fall.
That was a good
Kessler
shot,
fights for the
though.
rebound, though. Into Torek for the lay-in, yes.
She found her way in a double digit.
Off glass, no. Rebound, Torek. Maybe a 2-second difference between game and shot clock. They will just go down and run some clock. They can't run it completely out. It's like a 2 to 3 second difference between game and shot. So they will have to put it up. There's Tucker. Kessler on the right side. Across to Saratina Jackson. Jaden Tucker, 10 on the shot clock. Tucker goes into the lane, kicks it out to Torek, who misses it. But there's Jackson, who's going to get fouled with 4 seconds left. So as Saratina has scored tonight. I hadn't seen. So Dobbenmeyer hasn't scored yet, and Jaden Tucker, huh?
Oh, Jaden
No,
Tucker scored.
it's just
It's just McKenzie.
Okay, just all right. Saratina Jackson, no, off the back of the rim. Bears by 31, 90-59 with 4 seconds left. Bears are going to go to 8-3 on the season. West Virginia Tech will drop to 7-2. Knocks the second one down, 91-59. 2-1, and there is the game, and we have gone final here.
All right, so I can go ahead and give some final statistics for everyone. Shawnee State's going to win this one 92-59. Shawnee State Bears shot 57.6% from the floor, 38 of 66. From 3, 50%, 6 of 12. And from the free throw line, 52.9%, 9 of 17. The Golden Bears shot 40% from the floor, 23 of 57. From 3, 40.9%, 9 of 22. And from the free throw line, 80%, 4 of 5. The Golden Bears turned the ball over 17 times, with Shawnee State scoring 26 points off of those turnovers. Shawnee State turned the ball over 8 times. The Golden Bears scored 4 points off of those turnovers. Shawnee State out-rebounded WVU Tech 32-26. The Bears with 20 assists, the Golden Bears with 11. The Bears with 4 blocks, the Golden Bears with 1. And the Bears with 10 steals, the Golden Bears with 4. Some leading scorers. First, for the visiting Golden Bears, Stewart with 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. Evans with 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Kraus with 7 points, 4 rebounds. Rochford with 7 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Broski with 6 points, 3 rebounds. Sexton with 5 points, 1 rebound, and 3 assists. Lucas with 3 points and a rebound. Addison Smith with 3 points. Stacy with 2 points and a rebound. Monroe with 2 points and a rebound. And then for Shawnee State, Janila Chambers, 19 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Myoshi Ellis, 18 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Kyla Torek, 16 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. Emily Maynard, 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Lakin Williams, 6 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists. Kenya Peck, 5 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Savannah Cantrell had 5 points, 7 rebounds, and an assist. Rakaya Prince, 4 points, a rebound, and an assist. And then I'm going to go ahead and pause. I'll finish reading this after we talk to Coach.
Coach Dwayne Burrows checking in with us. Let me get the camera on the coach go. There we go. Hi, Coach. We got a lot to talk about, actually, tonight, don't we, Coach?
I hope so.
I hope so, Coach. So we start out first half seeing Bears basketball in the first half.
We finally settled down. We started slow, which, that hurts against Cumberland. We had that discussion at halftime. You can't start slow against good teams and expect to win. Fortunately, this team wasn't a Cumberland's team, but if they were a little bit better, they would give us a little bit of a run, and we may have struggled the entire game.
Second quarter, you got it together.
Yeah, we finally got it together. I changed a little bit of stuff we do on defense up a little bit. We got a bunch of kids who can play, so if we have to press for 40 minutes, we'll be like Tennessee and press you for 40 minutes.
And then that fire-up halftime talk about the third quarter, because that didn't go quite as scripted.
No, it didn't, of course. And, you tell them kids to do something. These kids are interesting. You tell them to do something, they're going to do the complete opposite. So I can't complain, and I can't fuss and fight with them every night, so I try to push them to do something positive. And we switched it up on the defensive end a lot tonight, so I really like the way we played tonight. Yeah,
you got it back together in fourth, and then it was all you cruising down the stretch.
One of the things that I try to get them to understand is that if you're going to press them up for 40 minutes, most teams only have maybe 2 guards. So it's hard for a guard to handle that pressure for 40 minutes. And we have fresh legs. Guards come off the bench with fresh legs. That makes a big difference.
That pressure in the second quarter was huge. Yeah. They just did not handle it well in the second quarter at all.
No, and we run a couple different options off our press. So we're going to be changing it up all year long. And, keep other teams on their toes. So you don't know what to prepare for because we run a whole bunch of different things out there.
First half, Coach, you turned them over 7 times. You got 16 points off those turnovers in the first half.
That's how it should be.
Well, amen, brother. Right? Is that how you coach him?
Is that what you mean, Doc?
That's what you want.
That's the exact answer I expected from you, Coach.
When you turn it over, it's good to capitalize on it. There's no need in turning them over there. We don't turn it. We turn it back over to them. So it's good that we took our time and made some good shots. Got to the basket a lot tonight. Didn't settle for threes. We actually got to the basket, which was really good.
Coach, you get a week off before you get to do it again.
Yeah. Yes.
But at least you're going on at least you get that sour taste from last week out of your mouth.
Yeah.
And Cumberland, I'm sure there were a lot of teachable moments out of that one, but it was good to see the Bears back to what the Bears could be.
Like I said, we worked on a lot since the Cumberland game. We changed some things up. And they played well tonight, so I can't complain. I'm I'm going to continue to push them, and we can always do things better, but I'll take this win this time of year. Any way we can get a special big conference win, I'll take it.
All right, Coach. You got other media responsibilities going to turn you loose, but congratulations on the win. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you, guys. See you later.
All right.
Anna finishes up.
Yep.
All right, Saratina Jackson had 4 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. Lauren Hawthorne, 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Jaden Tucker, 2 points, a rebound, and 2 assists. We had Skylar Kessler with 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And those are the statistics for tonight.
That will do it for this game. Bears take it. We'll be back with the men's game. It's going to start in about 20 minutes. We'll go off the air and rejoin you. Bears take it 91-59 to go to 8-3 on the season. Back with the men in a few minutes, everyone.
The internet voice of the Shawnee State Bears, Shawnee Sportsnet. Shawnee Sportsnet is a production of the Sport Management Program at Shawnee State University in Portsmouth, Ohio.
With Shawnee State head coach Fred Limas as the Bears open the River State's conference season with West Virginia Tech. And Coach, got on a roll lately. You got to 5 in a row. You had 2 tough games in a row, Georgetown and Lindsay. You're concerned about both of them going on the road, but you handled business. Talk about that a little bit.
Actually, 3 tough ones. I mean, going to Tennessee, at the show, one of the best NAI tournaments. We had an opportunity to play Union, Kentucky, where we handled business, played them pretty well. They're a historic program there. And then, play the top dog, Georgetown. We all know how good they are. They're the best conference, the Mid-South Conference. That conference always has about 5 or 6 ranked teams every night. So to go in there and beat Georgetown was big for us. The ranked top, I think they were number 13 or 12 at the time we played them. So first ranked win of the year. I was just trying to figure out when I would ever get one. So to get Georgetown was big. And then, going back on the road again to Lindsey Wilson. I thought that was a tough stretch for us because all those games were on the road. And Lindsey Wilson in the Mid-South with Georgetown, a really good team. Lindsey Wilson came in the game at 8-2, so they were rolling, coming in there and beating them at home. That was big, and to setting us up for a big-time game against West Virginia Tech, who's won their last 2, been really good in the River States for years, and they'll be ready to go. They've had a really tough schedule, so they're prepared as well.
Coach, I'm going to get a little bit. We're 10 games in, Coach. We're a third of the way through the season already. This is flying on us, man.
I think it's flying. I mean, it's for me. I was talking to one of my coaches the other day. I felt like the season could actually go a little slower than I probably
All
thought.
right.
I feel like going slower.
All right.
Yeah, but we're in a good place right now. I think we're in a good space. The RPI just came out yesterday. The first one came out. We finished top 20 in schedule in ranks in the schedule ranking. So that's big for us, when we talk about national seeding at the end of the year. And so I think we're in a good space. We just have to handle business and do what we need to do.
Coach, I'm a bit of sometimes of a stat nerd, and I'm sure I'm going to give you analysis I'm sure you've already looked at before, but I broke down a couple things from your first 5 games and your last 5 games, and you probably won't be surprised. First 5 games, you went 2-3. You're shooting about 40% from the field, 70% free throws, 21% from the 3-point. Your last 5 games, all of which you've won, field goal percentage has gone up from 40 to 53% in those 5 games. Your free throw percentage is up from 70 to 78%. Your 3-point percentage is up from 21 to 34.6. Coach, what flipped the switch for you?
Me sharing the ball. And guys being totally bought in. I mean, we had a couple of guys that were 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and now I think the last 5 games, you have to be totally bought in. So guys, what I was telling the guys, they're kind of like, it might work, it may work, and the last 5 is like, okay, they had a meeting with each other, like, let's lock in fully, and I think that's what we've done. And the right guys are shooting those threes instead of everybody shooting those threes. So we have the right guys shooting those threes. So that percentage from shooting 3 is better. And and we're good getting to the rim. So we're a physical team that athletic that can get to the rim. So now our 2-point percentage is going up as well, because now we're taking less 3s from the wrong guys and more 2s from the right guys. So and we're sharing the ball. Learn to share the ball. Trying to play unselfish. But now, going to conference play is a different ball game. Everybody knows you. Everybody has scouted you. So it's just different. It's just different.
You say it took you those 5 games, because we said with all the new players, all the new pieces coming in, 5 games to get everybody to know each other, know what their strengths are, know what you want to do, what you want to go into, and like you say, get that buy-in. And I'm going to throw in that getting on the road a little bit and get some team bonding thing on, helps as well, right? All those things finally came together, would you say?
Yeah, and we know how hard our schedule was. You played the number 1 team in the country, and then you played the number 3 team in the country. Your first 3 games, 4 games. So, and then you're trying to bond and get everything together. So, we struggle with some things early. But then when you play that high level of competition as well, they're going to make you struggle with some things as well. So, I didn't really get into it that much that we were struggling that bad. I knew we'd get better with time. So now I think we're in a space right now where we're starting to gel. And you don't want to play your best basketball in November. You know what I mean? You want to play your best basketball January, February, December, January, February. You want to start peaking. So I think we're moving towards peaking, moving up, getting better at things, letting go of some bad habits, staying bought in, staying together. As long as we stay like that, I think we'll be really good.
Finally, Coach, you talked a little bit about West Virginia Tech going in. talk about what you've seen from them, what you need to do, more of you, is more the focus on you. What do you have to focus on them? Talk about tonight.
I mean, West Virginia Tech, they have size, they can shoot it, they have athletic ability, they have guards that can really play, and they'll be heavily motivated to win this game. So for us, it's coming out with the motivation that we had the last 5 games. Never take anybody lightly. Play as hard as we can. Share the ball and defend. I think we're rated probably top 10 in defensive ratings in the country. So our defense. My thing was, I'm an offensive guy, but I love defense as much as I love offense. And looking before the year even started, I'm like, we have to play defense. I don't care about scoring. I do care about scoring, but we need to defend. If we defend, we'll be fine. So our biggest thing is going to be defend. We guard you, and then we get out and run. If we guard, get out and run, I think we'll be fine. If we struggle on the defensive end, it'll be a very close, tough game for us. If we defend, we should be taking care of business, and we should be good enough to beat anybody in the country.
Well, with your athleticism, Coach, that defense will drive your offense, won't it?
Yes. Defense to offense for me. That's the biggest thing. I'm not changing. I'm not waving off of that. It's going to be defense to offense. And I tell my guys, if you can't play defense, you can't play. So if you watch the games, the guys that defend are the guys that play. I don't care how much they shoot the ball and all this other stuff. Like, it's about, can you guard? Because I think if we guard, we get out. We're going to be we're one of the best teams in the country.
Coach, good luck against West Virginia Tech. Look forward to talking to you after the game.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
All righty. Back with the starting lineups of tonight's game after this timeout.
You're listening to the internet voice of the Shawnee State.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Shawnee State University Waller Gymnasium, Portsmouth, Ohio. Second half of a doubleheader between Shawnee State and West Virginia Tech, River State's conference matchup. If you missed the women's game, Shawnee won that going away, 91-59.
Pretty decisively.
Little slow starting, blew it out in the second quarter, came out a little flat in the third quarter, but then got it back under control and played Bears basketball the rest of the way to win at 91-59. Shawnee State men come into tonight with a record of 7-3 on the season. Their last 2 wins on the road against Georgetown and Lindsey Wilson. That's no slouches. And I mentioned in the pregame, if you listen to my interview with Coach Limas, this is the 11th game of the season, guys, and let me give some stats on how the difference between the first 5 games and the second 5 games. First 5 games, Bears were 2-3, okay? They were shooting 40% from the field, 70% from the line, and 21% from behind the arc. That was in the first 5 games, where they went 2-3. No. Last 5 games, they are 5-0. Okay. They are shooting 53% from the field instead of 40%, so up by 13 percentage points. Free throws have gone from 70% to 78%, and 3 points have gone from 21 to nearly 35%.
That's much better.
I would say how much help did that team we beat by 100 points?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, but
99,
notwithstanding, the fact is, you look at the first 5 games and you have all new team that don't know each other, don't know the coach, starting learning the system, and they have gotten it. They've gotten it figured out. Coach Limas thinks they've gotten it figured out. So that's where we are right now. Bears 7-3 on a 5-game streak.
Well, I think this is going to be a good test to see. Because like I said, I don't think they have a losing record, but I don't think this team is a slouch by any means.
West Virginia Tech comes in 3-6. Their last couple of games, they won at Rio a couple weeks ago against Carolina, 90-89, a 1-point game. And then a week ago, Saturday, they won at Appalachian Bible, kind of their crown game. I'll just say that because they won 113-21. So it was kind of that. So coming off a game like that. But got 25 seconds. Let's go ahead and give you the starting lineups of tonight's game. First for the visiting Golden Bears of West Virginia Tech. As I said, come in with a record of 3-6. They will start number 1, Brandon Moore. He's a 6'3" junior out of Lima, Ohio, averaging 16.6 a game and 4.6 rebounds. Number 3, Liam Craven, 6-foot redshirt junior out of Brantford, Ontario, Canada, averages 6 points and 2 rebounds a game. Number 5, Cole Chapman, a 6-foot junior guard out of Beaver, West Virginia, 7 points and just under 6 rebounds a game. Number 31, Ian Goings, 6'3" junior out of Columbia, South Carolina, averages 13.6 points and 4.6 rebounds. And rounding out the starting 5 for West Virginia Tech, number 44, Jackson Tackett. He's a 6'3" junior forward from Logan, West Virginia, averages 13 points and 5.5 rebounds a game. Golden Bears coached by Corey Acord and assisted by Benitez Jackson. The Bears get to counter this way. Bears will start number 2, Amadou Ah, 6'7" sophomore from Germantown, Maryland, averaging 8 points and just under 4 rebounds a game. Number 5, Jerrion Mayo, 6'4" senior out of Lima, Ohio, averaging 10.74 boards a game. Number 7, Keontae Williams, the 6'10" junior forward from Lubbock, Texas, averaging just about 9 points and 6 rebounds a game. Number 15, Jason Steele, 6'6" junior forward from Flushing, New York, averaging 11 points, 5.5 boards. And rounding out the starting 5, number 21, Race DeBoard, 6'1" junior guard from Ashland, Kentucky. He averages 4.5 a game. Bears coached by Fred Limas, assisted by Chandler Foytno and Bryce Beavers. The Bears getting introduced on the court. So the Bears look to make it a sweep tonight. So the women winning 91-59 in the opener. Then scheduled to be in action again next Wednesday. That game is, I'm told, is on. It's against Wright State Lake. It's a Wednesday game on the 17th. The tip-off slated for 3 p.m. So we'll be on with Coach Limas at about 2:45.
During work hours.